Hi, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Happy Saturday. Happy weekend. Hopefully you're having a good time, enjoying yourself away from work, having a carefree weekend, or hopefully somewhat carefree. Hopefully just having a good time. Hopefully away from all the madness, the craziness that's out there, the wild and wacky stuff that we have to deal with on a daily basis. Today is a special day. A lot of people are talking about Xbox stuff today. Various Xbox thingies that I have here. See all the things. They're the Xbox things. These things. Anyway. Yeah. 20 years, man. 20 years of Xbox 360 anyways. Obviously, the original Xbox was before that. I never owned one, but I did have a 360, and wow, what a generation that was. But we're not really talking about that, although I am talking about a box that has green on it. It's this one. This is my Sharp Twin Famicom. It's a console that I absolutely love. It's a fantastic system. It's not made by Nintendo, but it plays Nintendo games, and it plays them pretty good. It plays cartridges, it plays Famicom cartridges, and it plays the discs, the Famicom discs. The floppy, they're not really floppy. They're like they're basically like almost the same size as the smaller disc that you had for PC, the 3.5 inch disc or whatever. Very similar in size. They're two-sided. They're not perfect, but they're pretty damn cool. So anyway, that's Sharp Twin Famicom. The controllers are built into the system. They're hardwired in. You can use other controllers if you use this port on the side here. And there's adapters to use all kinds of controllers on that if you so choose to buy. But this is what the built-in controllers are like. They have turbo on them, which is really awesome. The second player one has a microphone on it, which I've taped over because it's sometimes when you start the system up, you got to fiddle with this little mic thing because it wants to keep trying to like pick up things. It's kind of weird. This is not a modified console. That's, something I listed in the description and in the thumbnail. This is just AV out. Okay. So the picture's going to be fuzzy. It's going to be a little blurred. It's going to have what they used to say? The Vaseline smear. It's going to piss people off. Every time I would play a composite console on this channel, it has thoroughly pissed people off. I don't care. I'm sorry. I love this console. It's not modded. I have thought about getting it modded, but it has not happened yet. So we are going to play it, and we are going to play it with composite. So, sorry. Because it's a cool system. I like it very much. So yeah, I have the discs. I have several of these discs. And like this is Cyrus. This is my favorite version of Cyrus. When you play it, you put it in, and it'll load, and it'll ask you to flip the disc, and you flip it, you play it, and then you play the game. Not too bad. So that'll be something that we're doing, is playing some of the discs, playing some other stuff too. I have a multi-cart here that my buddy Luke gave me. Luke actually gave me a disc also that, trying to remember which one of these it is. I have several discs, but he gave me a Doki Doki Panic disc. And it works, but then it'll freeze up at a certain point. So something's wrong with the disc. I'm not sure if I can get it fixed or not, but I'm never getting rid of it because Luke gave it to me, and I definitely want to keep it forever. Also, we have this cartridge. I have one of the only Famicom variants of John's game, so we might play that as well. And I have my cheap China EverDrive. Okay, I'm going to plug this sucker in, and then I'm going to read the chat. Give me just a second, guys. Don't go anywhere. Okay. And see, this is what I'm talking about. Sometimes you got to fix the audio. There we go. No more weird microphone noise. At least not for now. It'll probably come back. It happens every once in a while. So, hang on. Get my cabling figured out. Okay. There we go. Now we got the controller. I love these controllers. They're very nice. All right. So that's what the quality is going to look like for the stream. My apologies if this is horrendously awful and makes you vomit. But that's what we're doing. Let me check the chat. All right. Last line says, this is not Xbox 360, LOL. It is the 20th anniversary of Xbox 360, but it's NES related, so I'll allow it. Thank you, sir. Your tolerance is greatly appreciated. Thank you, sir. Casey says, is it the middle of the night already? And then I said, it's the middle of the night somewhere. I'm not doing an Xbox thing. Everyone's doing an Xbox thing. Maybe we'll do an Xbox thing later. I don't know. Who knows? We'll come back to John's game here in a little bit. This does have an eject button too, which is really nice. For now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Cyrus in. We'll put Cyrus in and show you how it does when you load it. All right, it's in. I'm going to turn it on. Oh, never mind. Hang on. I got to flip the thing. There's a switch you have to flip when you put the discs in so it recognizes that you're playing discs. Okay, now it'll work. All right, Famicom. Yeah. I'll get back to the chat in just a second, guys. All right, now we flipping the disc. Flip it over. Put the disc in. Ah, come on. Hang on. There we go. It should load right up. Yes. Cyrus. This is a really cool version of Cyrus. All right. Luke says, don't cut yourself. This thing is very sharp. It's true. Somewhere it is. I love your streams. Thank you, sir. When I'm not sleeping, that is. Yes. Early indeed. Smash that like button. Thank you, Casey. I appreciate that. Mark of the Fawns. Oh, wow. Mark of the Fawns. Oh, my goodness. Hey. What's up? Luke says, it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful. It's not perfect, but some of the most beautiful things are not perfect, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, hang on. I'm going to actually start this over because I kind of screwed up the loading. Oh, come on, man. All right, we're going to try this again because see if we got it figured out this time. All right. And then it'll come up and ask me to flip it. Flip it good. Flip it. There we go. And there we go. All right. Anyway, I was wondering, I was like, is it not going to do? There it is. I was like, is it not going to do the demo? There's the demo. I love the music. So good. All right, let's see. Television gamer. Casey says, I see a boxed and television console and some games. There is some stuff. There's a flashback. There's my box for my OG and television. And there's a bunch of games. It's all you think about is a television. My goodness. Goodness gracious. I have a red one. Oh my. Mark of the Fonz, I have a red one, and it's for some reason way more enjoyable than the NES. It's a really cool system, man. I really have thought about getting this RGB modded. I actually talked to Chris about it at one point, And he was like, yeah, it's possible, but it's expensive, and I'd have to look up some stuff. Like, it was kind of like he didn't really want to do it. And I was like, yeah, maybe I don't want to do it. And then I ended up buying an RGB modded top loader Famicom, this one over here. So it's not modded, and I haven't modded it. I don't think I will. I don't know. Maybe eventually. I tried the RGB blaster on it, and it didn't work. That was a whole bunch of drama. But it's still really cool. Even just composite video, it still is really cool. Casey says, get ready for some expert gameplay, fellas. Oh, man. No pressure. Mark of the Fawn says, you can get the RGB blaster. Yeah, we went through some stuff with that. Yeah, I did get the RGB blaster, and it didn't work on my system, and I tried everything I could and talked to Crix about it, and he tried to get it to work for a little bit, telling me different things, and then he eventually just told me it wasn't compatible with my system, and I ended up selling the RGB blaster to somebody. I had a bunch of problems. It was a bunch of drama. Let's just say that. Television Gamer, I like when Cyrus plays Cyrus. I like it too. A multi-cart, I need one of those. Indeed. Gonna be in and out. We're decorating for Christmas. Well, Merry Christmas, Luke. What's better, a multi-cart or a multi-pass? Multi-pass, for sure, definitely. Fun times, Luke. Tricom, what's up? He says, who could forget the Twin Famicom RGB blaster debacle? Yes. Yes. What a nightmare that was. I'd love that movie, though. Yes, it is a good movie. That's Sereno. So you're trying to say it's a Nintendo 60. A Nintendo 60. Luke says, same, I love Fifth Element. Cyrus the Gyrus. Yes, indeed. Cyrus the video game Gyrus. There you go. Silver Wings, I can't do much with Xbox 360. It doesn't read discs anymore. Damn, dude. That's rough. That's rough. That's rough. Best friend, Silver Wings, you just need to spin it real fast. Yeah, that's how you fix that. Casey says, I only have one game work mine. Wait. I only have one game work mine. I don't even know if it works yet. What? OG Hugo, there he is. What's up, dude? OG Hugo was, we were on a stream. I think it was on, was it Chuck's stream we were doing? And we were talking about different controllers. Or we were talking about the ColecoVision, and OG Hugo was like, hey, you need to get one of those NES style controllers. And without thinking about it, I was like, oh yeah. And I grabbed the one that I have and held it up and everything. I was like, yeah, I got one of those. And then the stream ended, and Luke was like, he was talking about the ones he makes, dude. I'm like, oh. I was like, sometimes Cyrus is not smart. But anyway, we all love the controllers and stuff that you do, man. So yeah, I do need to get one of yours. I do. Because mine is pretty good, but it's like one of those, it's kind of a cheaper one. I don't know. I think yours would probably be a lot better. But anyway, welcome to the stream. Mark says, I have to learn Japanese. You don't have to. It's not required. But it's, you know, my daughter has learned a lot of Japanese, quite a bit. She's been, at some point she's going to Japan, and she's going to be hanging out with some friends and stuff, doing stuff there. So she's been studying Japanese for quite a while. I don't know much about it. I don't know much about Japan. I don't know much about anything, to be honest. OG Hugo, if you need some help with that, I can help you get that Twin Family RGB modded. Done tons of those. Oh, wow. Well, that might be something that I eventually decide to do. I don't know. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Mike's Gaming Gala. Mike's Gaming Gala? What is Magic Mike doing here? He says, looking forward to that expert gameplay. Just like I'm looking forward to that colorful commentary. Here's to you, Magic Mike. Oh my gosh. Mark of the Fawn says, I like low drama gaming. I agree with that. OG Hugo, no, I said you need to get ones from me. I understand. I understand. I do. Let's see. Hugo, controllers are great. Yes. This is known. Tricom says, I speak and read a decent amount. Visiting Japan would be awesome. Yeah. It's a lot to learn about Japan, the cultures, the different areas of Japan and how people are and what they expect you to do. And, it's a lot to learn. You don't want to just go over there and just be one of the typical rambunctious, obnoxious, American visitors. It's a lot to learn. Let's see. Brian F. Hello, Super Mega. Hello, Brian. Hi, Brian. Oh, Silver Wings with the Japanese text. The kanji, I think, is what you call that. See, I know a little. I don't know much, but I do know a little. Not just enough to get me in trouble. Speaking of which, let's try some Cyrus. Do I do Control A or B? What do you think? What's better, Control A or Control B? If I remember correctly, I like Control B better because, one of these, when you hit a certain point, it flips, and the other one, it just stays consistent. It's sort of like Tempest. You know what I'm saying? I think Control B is the one that I want. I don't know. Let's see. Hugo says, I will be doing Black Friday sale a few days. Buy one at regular price, get a second item 50% off, dude. Hell yeah. That's awesome. That's a really good deal. Yeah, guys, check out OG Hugo's stuff, man. Absolutely. What's your website? I think you can put a link in here. Luke says, I was going to blame Mike's Gaming Gala, but now that he's here, I can't. I blame Mike's Gaming Gala for being here, causing me to not blame Mike's Gaming. That's a lot to unpack. Whew. Yeah. But I agree with you. I agree. It is all Casey's fault. It'll always be Casey's fault. We're not saying just because Mike has culpability, that doesn't mean that it's not also Casey's fault. The two things can coexist. They can both be true. Bassarino, all I learned is you can do a 180 Johnny Somali and get yourself stranded in no time. I heard about this guy. I heard about this freaking guy, yeah. These freaking YouTubers, man, go around causing trouble and stuff and then act surprised when they get in trouble. Johnny Somali. Control B, definitely. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Hugo says, what remote are you using? The one built into the system. The one built into the Twin Famicom. Yes. What remote am I using? How dare you, sir? Okay, we'll blame Casey this time. Fair enough, fair enough. Not everyone can be magic like Mike. Mike is magical in so many ways. So many ways. Time for some control. Control. I'm going to turn the volume up just a little. All right, we're loading from the disk. Hopefully no errors. No whammies. No whammies. Loading the disk. There we go. Yeah. That Famicom sound. It is a thing to behold. Turbo time. Oh yeah. I feel like this controller on the Twin is very, very, very responsive. It has just the right travel for the buttons and for the D-pad. It's very well made. Very, very well made. Yeah, if that's too loud, guys tell me, because I don't want you to I don't want to blow your ears out any more than I have to. Oh, you know what I mean. So just let me know. Yeah. But I like the sound in this game a lot. So I don't... It can't really get too loud for me because I love it so much. But I recognize that my wishes are not the same as everyone else's. Damn, it sounds good though. Oh no! Damn it! How dare I do that to myself? What was I thinking? Put the cookie down! Put the cookie down! Oh yeah. No! No, I wanted to kill him. There we go. You gotta get the dual... If you don't have the dual shots, this game's way harder. And not as cool to look at. Okay, we're coming up on the boss. This is the best version of Cyrus. The NES, Famicom versions are the best versions of Cyrus. By far. Much more gooder than any other versions of Cyrus. I do like them very much. What are we doing in the chat? What are we doing? What is this jingle all the way? I got you. Oh yeah. This summer, in a world where Cyrus plays Cyrus, he puts the cookie down and jingles all the way to the box office. Chance stage. Take a chance, 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 take a chance. Damn it! Shoot it! Yeah. 31. 31's a good number. It's not as good as 32. But it's a good number. Unless you're talking about age, in which case 31's better than 32. It's loading the disc again. It's fun to listen to it do its thing. The Twin Famicom is a fun system. Man, those things, I don't know what those are. They're like giant amoebas or something, but they freak me out. Mike says, all right, I've got raking to do. Have a great stream. Luke, you can blame me now. And we will. We will talk so much crap about you while you're gone. You will not even, it won't even like, it'll be difficult for us to even believe that we're saying all the stuff that we're going to say. But it's all going to be true. And by the way, we know what you mean by raking. Raking in the money when you get on that pole, you know. If I was capable of flying up there to watch your pole dance show, I would bring a whole stack of ones and I would make it rain, Magic Mike. You'd be raking in the dough. Yeah. We all want to go see the show. Not just the YouTube show, the real show. Oh, yeah. All right, that guy almost got me right there. That's not appropriate. I do not consent. Let's see. Bassarino, Cy, why do I seem to think all the music is Dracula related? I think all music is Dracula related in some form or another. If you really think about it, you push it all the way back in time, music goes back to Dracula. Before Dracula, there wasn't music. There was just like people banging sticks on stuff like that. Drums. There was drums. But nothing like, no real music. It wasn't until Dracula came that the music started to happen. That's why Castlevania has such great music, you know? Because, I mean, we before Dracula showed up, there really wasn't a reason to have music. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not trying to, like, tell you history. I'm not that guy. I'm not a historian. I don't fancy myself knowledgeable about things. I'm just talking about, you know, about what we all know. What's obvious truth. So anyway. Bye, Mike. That's Michelle on the pole. Yep, that is Michelle on the pole. African drums, military drums, the little drummer boy, different, drumsticks, like, at Thanksgiving. A lot of drums, a lot of different kinds of drums. I think this is one of those games that sort of got, oh wow, okay. It's sort of like a litmus test. I don't know what litmus is or who that was. I just have heard this term a lot, so I want to use it so I sound like I know what I'm talking about. I think Cyrus is one of those kind of tests where it'll tell you a lot about a person. Like if somebody doesn't like Cyrus, then they obviously have severe mental health issues. It'll tell you, like, if it's the kind of person you want to hang out with, and if it's somebody who has a clear level head as far as gaming is concerned. It's just it's a barometer. That's another word. It's another big word. It's a barometer. Or it's a barometer. Oh my, barometer. Yeah. Gonna lay you down by the fire and caress your womanly body as we play some Cyrus on TV and Cyrus continues to sing. 37. That's way better than 31. We're doing pretty good, ladies and gentlemen. Dracula gave us Monster Mash. Prove me wrong. I've never had Monster Mash. I've only heard the song. I wonder what it tastes like. I've had mashed potatoes, but I have heard the song. It's a very fun song. Bassarino, he African or he Africant? I don't know. You kind of hung up on this whole Africa thing. Africa is that's another. They had what was it? I'm trying to remember. I Love the Rains down in Africa. That's a good one. I like that one. Africa has a lot of good music. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's creepy. I don't know what that thing was that I just killed. It was creepy, though. It's like a giant tribble from Star Trek. Cyrus covering Chef was not on my bingo card. I do enjoy the Chef. I don't particularly like the Chiefs, but I do like the chef. I don't have anything against the Chiefs necessarily. But anyway, so another discussion for another day. Oh, crap. Ran right into that dude. Got that guy. And that guy. I'm getting guys. They been getting got. Get good at Cyrus. Cyrus. One warp to Uranus. This is where it gets real. This is where the fun begins. The closer we get to Uranus, the more fun we have. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I got an extra man. You want to have an extra man if you're going to get near Uranus. I'm still in your bit, Luke. This is a Luke bit. Ah, damn it. And I seem to be wading deep into the Luke waters on this one. Sorry. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't like fighting giant balls. But you do tend to fight against giant balls as you approach Uranus. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Oh, wow, they just keep coming. This is going to be, come on, man, come on. There's too many of them. Okay, we're making progress. Oh, wow. There's a lot of them. I'm going to use my thing. I just got to time it. Boom shakalaka. Hell yeah. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh. Ladies and gentlemen, we made it. Welcome to Flavor Country. Come on, hit it. There we go. Oh, I need that one up. Hell yeah. Doing terrible. 32. Meh. 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 Well, well, well. What have we here? Looks like John is here. The Retro Bro. Born Distracted is also here. Cyrus is playing some Cyrus on his sharp twin Famicom. Don't worry, John. I have plans for you. Give me just a second. I'll check the chat. Hang on. 3 warps to Saturn. All right. Pause it again. Pause it again. Thank you. Did you just say the fun begins in Uranus? I mean, yeah. Brian F. Hold on to your butt. Bassarino, 1 warp, and then things turn brown, real dark and brown. It was kind of green when I saw it on the screen. I was kind of surprised. The color was surprising. Born Distracted. Hey, bro, did you do it Griswold style? Oh, I didn't see John up. Okay, John says, yo, Cy and chat just got done hanging about half my outdoor Christmas lights and feel like I ran a marathon. I think I'm getting too old. Dude. Yes, dude. All right. Mike Wolf says, by the way, chat GPT, I hear, is the best and quickest way to learn Japanese. Maybe so. I don't know. Bassarino, Retro Bro, didn't you know next week is only Thanksgiving? Yeah, but I want to have them done before December 1st. It takes me a while. Yes, Born usually takes me a few days. I'm not going as crazy this year as I have. Yeah, John's He is known for his massive decorations. Vassarino is supposed to have the lights up when Jesus is born. That's right. John, I have that. Don't worry. We're gonna play some of that here in just a minute. The awesome Famicom version of John's Mavericks Baghdad extraction. I can't do the light gun stuff here, but the light gun stuff is really cool in that game. It is super cool. Super cool. And we are joined by royalty, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone, calm down. Everybody, take a deep breath. Back up from your screen. Don't lose it. Don't embarrass yourself in front of him. Buggy Multiplex is here. That's right. It's okay, everybody. Calm down. What's up, Buggy? Everybody act cool. How you doing, man? Born Distracted Radio is already playing Christmas songs. Yes, I listen to them on my way to work sometimes. I can't get enough Christmas songs. I'm that guy. I'm sorry. I'm that guy. John says, I'm known for Christmas decorations and basement parties. Yeah, at least one of them. At least one of each. What's this Buggy Multiplex guy? Shh. Be cool, man. Be cool. Buggy says, I've had the house lights up since October 1st, and they're purple. Wow. All right. Purple lights. That's interesting. Born Distracted, like the Amico basement party. I think that's what we were referring to, yes. Good times. The best of times and the worst of times. Wow, these guys are eluding me. They're eluding me. Cyrus. Tis a fun game. Gotta get the tall boys. Yeah. Oh. Oh boy, a little bit of slowdown there. I gotta say, I really suck at this game. And I don't know what's going on with me right now, but I'm doing better than I usually do on a stream playing Cyrus. Now, as soon as I say that, I'm about to get my ass destroyed. And not in a good way. What? You know what I mean. PJ Smith in the house. What's up, dude? One warp to Saturn. Hang on, what did I miss? PJ says we call tall boys silos where I'm from. Oh. Cyrus with his silos playing Cyrus with dim hoes. Wow, we're writing music over here. What do you call 40s then? Let's just say troublemakers. That's what I call 40s. Troublemakers. Anyway. Oh yeah. Hopefully the music's not too loud. If it is, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't apologize any more than I already have. But I love the music, so. I'm not a guy who knows much about music. I'm just a guy who likes to listen to music. I'm that guy. I'm just a fan of music. All right. Wow, look at all the little thingies. That's a lot. Wow, that thing just blocks all your shots. Come on. Yeah, we got him. We're making progress. Gotta be careful. Gotta be quicker than that. Oh, yeah. It's getting real. Oh, come on, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. People used to say, I know things. People used to say, I know things too, and then they learned that I don't. I never claimed to know anything. Some people thought I knew stuff for some reason. I don't know why. I never knew anything. Oh, yeah. 34. Well, that's a little better than last time. I knew too much. Well, I don't know much, but I know how to love you. And let me be all I need to know. Yeah. Buy my record. Oh, yeah. We are now at Saturn, ladies and gentlemen. Sega. Welcome to Sega. Welcome to Sega country. Born Distracted. Cy, do you like mostly classic Christmas songs as compared to modern new Christmas songs? Yeah, I think so. I think I prefer, like, you know, Bing Crosby and Nat King Cole and, you know, the drunk Dean Martin. Yeah. And then I like a lot of different types of Christmas music. I really enjoy Christmas music. It just makes me feel nice. I listen to it. It makes me feel nice. And that's why I like it. With all the nonsense and BS and anger and horrible crap that goes on, it's nice to have music that's just fun and wholesome. All right, see, this is what I'm saying. Sometimes the Sharp Twin Famicom's microphone gets a little weird, and you gotta mess with it a little. I think that's okay. Sometimes it gets a little weird. It got weird. PJ says, I only listen to the Jingle Bells song with the barking dogs. That's a good variant. I like that one. You and Vince Foster. Christmas on Ice presented by Guar. Oh, wow. We got to be angrier. Yeah. All right, anyway. Oh, yeah. Mike Wolf says, was playing Darius 2 on Genesis, known as Sagai. Sagai. He was playing Sagai. Is that how you said it? On Sega? On Sega? I don't know. Dude, that is a good one. It's also, I think it's also a Master System. I played it on there, I think. It's weird how they have the same games with different names. The shooters are, man, there's so many shooters like that. You know, the Japanese version's called one thing, it's called something else in America. Sometimes they're even called something else in Europe. Like they have like 3 names. Some video games are like that. It's so strange. So strange. More attracted. Cy, are there any Cordell? Oh my God. I was thinking about that Cordell stuff yesterday because I was looking at games that were on sale, and I saw that on the Switch and also in Steam, they had Tempest 4000 on sale. And I was remembering when I used to play Tempest 4000 all the time on streams. This was like, it must have been like 2016 or 2017, somewhere in that ballpark. And we would always end up doing the Hannibal Cordell bit. It would like, I was remembering that. I was like, man, I used to do that all the time. Cordell. Good times, man. The holidays are about remembering good times, right? Mike Wolf had to play after playing Darius Twin on Super Nintendo. I'm going to have to check out that Master System version. Yes. Holy smokes, would have never have guessed. I think it is. Let me check. I got my Game Gear, my super awesome modded Game Gear here with Master System games on it as well. Let me check and see if it's on here. I'll let you know for sure. Let me go to my Master System ROMs. Oops, wrong button. I always hit the wrong button. Okay, and we're looking for Segai or Sega. However you say it, I don't know. Hang on. Don't freak out. Everybody calm down. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. I found it. Hang on. It's writing now to the RAM. Look. There it is right there. The Master System version. Yeah. It's very nice. Dude, the Master System is so good. Like, there's a lot of people that don't really understand the Master System. They're like, they don't get it, you know? They think it's crap, or they just never really got into it and played it or anything. Look in the reflection. You can see my phone. That's my old iPhone. That's my camera. Yeah. We're not playing this right now, but I'm always down for playing some Game Gear and Master System. We're not doing it right now, but it is a thing that happens. Let's see. Born Distracted Sai, you got any Christmas games? I'm sure I do. I mean, yeah, there's all kinds of Christmas games. Like I said, I got the EverDrive. You know, there's a lot. Mike says, awesome. Right on. My favorite shooter on the Master System is the R-Type port. Yeah. Yeah. R-Type on Master System is legit. It's really good. I bought I got it on the Coleco Club thing, R-Type for the ColecoVision. It's pretty cool, but it's not nearly as good as the Master System one. That one is really, really good. There's a newer Sega Genesis version of R-Type that's like a homebrew that's also absolutely awesome. And, of course, TurboGrafx has great versions of R-Type, but there's a Super Graphics hack of the TurboGrafx R-Type that makes the resolution full screen. The screen doesn't have to scroll up and down slightly. I don't think that's a complete game. I think it's only like the first 1 or 2 levels that are completed, but it's still really cool. R-Type is such an awesome game. Has that new remake of R-Type Delta come out yet? Because I know they're bringing that out again. R-Type Delta, the PlayStation one, the original PlayStation R-Type. That one's really awesome as well. PJ says, play Die Hard. It's a Christmas game. Die Hard. I never played Die Hard on NES. I have played it on TurboGrafx, but I haven't played it on NES. Let's see. Wow, Si, that's a nice, clear, sharp screen. Yeah, Chris did a great... when I say Chris did a great job on my Game Gear, yeah, it's amazing. Plus it has HDMI output, too. It's just absolutely fantastic. I love my Game Gear. Mike Wolf, yeah, that one is awesome. The guy never finished it, though. I pray that he does finish it because that thing has super duper... It does. I mean, good Lord, the super graphics... I wish I knew how to code. I wish I could make games because I would make super graphics games. I would figure out a way to do it because talk about a technology that's just begging for homebrew. Like there's some really good demos out there and a few games, but the potential, man, wow, the potential. Mike Wolf, it's out. It's already like $22 on Switch. Dude, I'll have to look for that. That's really good. Metal Torso, the Iron Chest, joins us. What's up, dude? What's up? I'm playing Cyrus on my Sharp Twin Famicom. Hopefully it looks decent and sounds decent. This is not a modified system. You're just looking at standard composite video. If it's too loud, I've said this, but I feel like it might be too loud, but you guys are being cool about it because you know I like the music. But if it is too loud, please tell me because I don't think it's too loud, but it might be. I'm open to your request on that. You guys are really cool to me. I appreciate you very, very much. Oh, no! How did that... What was I thinking? I got all caught up in my feelings. Look at I got all these stored up weapons I need to use. I'll use them on this boss. One warp to Jupiter. Oh, you bastard. Damn it. I may not get a chance to use them if I keep dying. That slowdown's messing me up. It's a feature, not a bug. Oh, I need that. Thank you, sir. Oh, that little move they do is messing me up. Okay, here we go. Oh, we got to use our bombs. Oh, yeah, here we go. Oh, you bastard! Damn, Gina. I haven't done that good in a long time, though. You know? I actually did pretty good. We were at Jupiter. I mean, I could have done better, but I could have done a hell of a lot worse. All right. Ejecting the disc. There's the disc. Thank you, sir. Awesome. We're going to play a little bit of this. Not much, but I have to play this. John's awesome game. I have an awesome Famicom variant cartridge. We got to play it a little bit. It's all Casey's fault, yes. Did Cyrus get through Uranus? I did. I went all the way through Uranus and onward past Saturn, and I was sticking it to Jupiter right at the very end there. Mike Wolf, on that new R-Type Delta game, they say kids mode isn't a joke and to start at that level. It is a hard game on PlayStation. I played it on there. New mission. Yeah, the arcade mode is really cool. If you have a light gun and a CRT TV, it's actually a very good light gun experience. It's like a whole separate game if you do that arcade mode. In 2003, hang on, let me turn the volume down just a little. In 2003, SEAL Team 6, led by Lieutenant John Maverick, was on a secret mission to take down Iraq's evil tyrant. Deep behind enemy lines, the team was taken hostage. It's now up to Lieutenant Maverick to rescue his team and continue the mission. Break your team out of the prisons and collect all 7 intel reports to gain access to Saddam's palace. Lieutenant, find the rebel spy. He will provide intelligence to assist you on your mission. All right. I'm not good at this game. Every time John watches me play this, he gets super frustrated because I don't do what I'm supposed to do or whatever. I'm not good at this game. All right. But I do like it. It's fun. Which way do I need to go? I think I go this way. Oh, damn it. I got hung up on that corner. Here we go. Damn, I missed the tank completely. It's all right. I think this is actually, this is the second base. I should have gone to the first one, but I bypassed it. John told me you don't have to do them in any particular order, really. You know what would have been helpful in this game is if you could like hold down the fire button and use the D-pad to shoot different directions while you wouldn't move. You know what I mean? You could like shoot different directions and not move. That would have been helpful, I think. That's just a random thing I was thinking just now. Yes, extract the Baghdad. Oh, you were driving and missed that part? Sorry about that. I have this completing box, just the regular NES cart. Oh, we're skipping a lot of frames here. Looks like we're having some issues with the stream. Sorry about that. How do I pause it? Oh, there's not a pause on this. That's right. Okay, hang on. I'm going to turn my bit rate down just a little and see if that improves anything. Sometimes that does help. We shall see. Well, now it's skipping even worse. What? What? Why would that be happening? If I just turn the bitrate down. Yeah, it's skipping like crazy. Well, that's weird. I'm trying to fix whatever's going on. Sorry, guys. Come on. Wow. Okay, give me just a second. I don't know what's going on. Hang on. Okay. So the whole time I have it on the little screen where we're waiting, it's not dropping anything. It's fine. I bring it back here, and now we're dropping like crazy all over again. I didn't do nothing. We're just dropping for some reason. Huh. Okay. What? All right. Let me try resetting my camera and my capture card, seeing if either of those makes a difference. Did not seem to make a difference. It's just dropping like crazy. I turned the bitrate down. I turned the several of the settings down. I don't know why all of a sudden it's doing this. Wow. Typical, right? This is what we get when we stream. This always seems to happen. Weird stuff out of nowhere for no apparent reason. You gotta love OBS. You really do. I mean, it's so amazing, isn't it? Stream problems? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Just all of a sudden started dropping frames like crazy. It's dropping crap tons of frames. Get that prostate checked, yes. Pure energy. Track on too much detail on the screen. There's a large amount of moving pixels. Okay, hang on. Let me attempt something. Might help with that. I'm gonna try. I don't know if it's gonna help or not. No, I don't think that helped at all. I'm using composite video because I'm using my Sharp Twin Famicom, and one of the downsides of that is, yes, the video is noisy, and I wonder if that's what's causing this problem. I'm trying to de-interlace, but nothing's helping. It's actually making it worse because it's using more horsepower to try to de-interlace. Did you eject the cup holder on your computer? Well then, where will I put my drink? Wow, nothing I'm doing is helping. Like this, it was fine, and then all of a sudden it just started doing this. Maybe it's this game. Something about the graphics on this game. Hang on, I'm gonna turn this off. Let's see what happens. With no video from the game. Let's see what happens here. Still dropping. It hasn't made any difference. It's still dropping like crazy. What? It's not related to the game capture then. Okay. Well, that's interesting. All right, let me bring up just my camera. Without the capture running at all. Just my camera. Now it's not dropping. That's interesting. So, okay. So I wonder if it's the capture, but it's not what it's capturing. It's just the capture itself that's causing this, because it's not dropping at all right now. Interesting. All right, let me bring it back up. And it's not dropping right now. Nothing's dropping. Nothing's dropping. All right, I'm going to start the game again. Let's see what happens. I'm just dropping frames like crazy for some reason. I can't figure out why, John. Just typical OBS nonsense. Seems to be okay now. Whatever was causing the massive frame dropping, I don't know what it was. I thought it was the capture, but I don't think it was, because now it's not dropping at all. Maybe the computer was doing something in the background, like updating something, or something was happening in the background that was causing it to drop all those frames. It had to have been something like that, because nothing's happening. It's fine. Very strange. Hopefully this isn't my fault. No, Casey, this time it's not your fault. I mean, I don't think so. All right. Have you been using the light gun? I have played this on my NES on the tube TV using the light gun. It's actually really good with the light gun. It's a very fun experience. The arcade mode is really cool with the light gun for sure. It's obviously related to terror. Yes. That Baghdad extract was too potent, had to build up a tolerance. Okay. Baghdad extract. I see. You're running the crazy Windows 11. Not on this computer. This computer is Windows 10. I don't know. For some reason, it doesn't meet the requirements, but it should. It just doesn't. I don't know. I blame Casey. I don't think this one's Casey's fault. Maybe not this time. John says it's 1,000 tiles easier with a easier with a light gun. Yeah. Yeah. It's really cool with the light gun. For show. All right, we'll skip all this time. All right. Press select to save game. Oh, yeah. I'm a badass. I like this game a lot. I actually really like this game. Head north to begin your mission. And I like the new game you've been working on, John. That one's really cool. I can't wait for that one to come out. Am I supposed to go this way? Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Using C4 can blast walls and bushes to reveal hidden areas. It can also clear mines. Cool. I like the music. It's got good music. You could... Oh, I'm dropping frames again. There it goes. It just started going again. Just... I don't know why. Out of nowhere, it just starts dropping frames again. So it's got to be some kind of background process or something. Has to be. Yeah, it's dropping a lot of frames. That's wild. Nick Gamer. What's up, dude? You happen to come in at a bad moment. I'm having some kind of technical problems. Wow. It's funny how you go like 15 streams, no problems. You'll be in the middle of a stream, everything's fine, and all of a sudden it just starts screwing up. And you're like, what? Why? Is it just the dungeon? That's an interesting point. Because it happened last time when we first started the dungeon. Let's see here, let me reset it. It's still dropping. All right, hang on. Yeah, it's still dropping. Stream seems fine. I wouldn't worry about it unless it's affecting the stream. I can't tell if it is or not. That's the thing. Like for me, all I can see is it's dropping frames. I don't know what it looks like for everybody else. Luke says, my OBS did that and forced me to change the encoder to work right. I mean, I've always used the same encoder on here. Every stream I've ever done. I don't think that I would need to do that, but if I did, that would be a problem probably on here. PJ Smith, and here's something you don't realize. I'm dragging mines. I don't know that reference, PJ. Sorry. It is affecting the stream. I can see size skipping on screen. Okay. I had to change mine to X264. Didn't work right. Any other encoders? Tricom, point the camera at your display. Okay. John says PC may just need a reboot. Okay, now it's affecting the stream. Tricom, it slows down like an old webcam, 15 frames per second. And it stopped. It's now stopped. It's not skipping frames now. It just stopped. I had always used the same encoder too. Now it's no longer skipping frames. I think it's got to be. All right, here's what's going to happen. We're going to start this game again. We're going to get to the dungeon or the base or whatever. We're going to see if it happens again when we get there. And if it is, then that's telling me this has got something to do with the fact that I'm capturing composite video with all the noise and it's trying to do too much or something. If that's what happens. So let's find out. Optimus Gene, OBS is fun. Yes, it is. It's so fun. So good. So amazing. Just the greatest thing ever. Everyone agrees. All right, so let's just go straight to the dungeon or base. I keep wanting to call it a dungeon. I don't know. It's a dungeon. It's a dungeon. It's not the dungeon. This is the... Yeah, this is this thing. Here it is. All right. All right. I'm watching it now. I'm going to walk around inside here. It's doing it. It just started doing it again. Wow. So it's because I'm doing composite and it's trying to do too much or something. That's fascinating. And it's dropping like crazy. Wow. Well, what do you know? Okay. What can I do to fix that? Not stream composite video? That's probably one thing I could do to fix that. What else could I do to fix that? Let's see. Not much, probably. Can't turn too many settings down that'll I can't, if I go much further down on the bit rate, it's not even gonna work. It's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna try to come down just a little bit though. We'll see how this works. It might be too low on the bit rate. I turned it down to 2,000. That might be too low. We'll see how it goes. John's game breaking size OBS. No, it's because I'm using the Sharp Twin and it's composite only, so it's technically going to be harder to process the video because there's more noise in the signal. I think it's because the game is made with NES Maker. It's just a color by numbers program for Sard. Oh, wow. I made such an awesome NES game. Not even modern PCs can handle it. Last line official. It's probably nothing like that, but just the way the base tiles are and such. I have no idea. He didn't blow in the carts. Damn it. You're right. What was I thinking? What do you use for NES? Well, right now I'm playing on my Sharp Twin Famicom, and it's not modified. Normally I would play on my top loader, which is RGB modded. So that I probably wouldn't have this problem. But since I decided for some reason I just had to play my Twin, this is what I get. All right, let's see if it does better now. It's not dropping anything now. So let's see what happens when we get back to the base again. Now that I turned the bit rate, I cut it in half from what I had it at. Let's see what happens. I don't know how it looks on the stream though. Oh, what am I doing? Going the wrong way. Go east from the first dungeon and go into the third dungeon. See if it does it. Okay, hang on. Let me get up here. Oh, that's where the tank is. So long, tank. Tanks for nothing. Get up there. Oh, this is not even a... Thought this was it. Okay, this is the second one. All right, let's see if anything happens. I am dropping some frames, but not nearly as bad. But I am still... Oh, here it goes. Yep, it's still doing it. So, that's interesting. Okay, that's interesting that it's still doing it. What I think is going on, I don't think it's related to my uploading bitrate then. I don't think that's actually affecting this at all. I think it's related to my capture card. Because my capture card is trying to process the video and it's taking more juice to do it because it hasn't changed as I've changed my bit rate. It hasn't affected it as far as the stream is concerned. So it's got to be related to my actual capturing of the video, the processing of the video, not the streaming of the video, if that makes sense. That's interesting. I wonder if it's the dithering. Yeah, I don't know. Last line, I think it's the way the tiles are and how a composite video is handling it. Well, yeah, exactly. I think that's true. It's how the composite video is handling the stuff on the screen. The floors to the dungeons. Yeah. So that means it's just going to be a problem if I try to stream it using Composite, using my Sharp Twin. I wonder if this will happen with other games that have a lot of crazy patterns. I wonder if that's something it just might not be a good idea to stream. I don't remember this happening before, but it probably did happen before, and I just didn't realize what was going on. It's been such a long time since I've streamed anything that was composite video. Tricome, I said it was all the moving pixels. Called it. Tricome, thank you, sir. You get 10 points. Optimus Machine, come for the gameplay, stay for the technical feedback. Indeed. No more dithering. Retro Bro created dungeons that no man will fear. I came for the dithering. Yeah, it's not dropping any more frames now that we're not on those screens. That's interesting. Okay. I'm going to put this multi-card in. Let's see. What game has a lot of crazy patterns and stuff on the screen? I wonder if there's something we can test that might give me a similar kind of situation. It'd be very interesting. I'm trying to think of something. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. What's up, Pierre? We're having technical problems and testing stuff. Yeah, I thought this might be a fun stream. It turned into a technically challenging stream. Forever Games of NES. I'm trying to think. Maybe Commando. Maybe Commando. I don't think that's going to be a good enough pattern, like a fine enough pattern. You know what I mean? I'm watching it though, just to see. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. Let's try something else. Something with a really fine pattern on the screen. Kid Dracula. X-Men, maybe? X-Men. Let's see, is X-Men on here? If not, I can load it on my EverDrive. We'll get the EverDrive out. Da-da-da-da. Wow, do I not have X-Men on here? Huh. I guess I don't have X-Men for some reason. Or is X-Men called something else? Is it like something X-Men, Marvels, or some to have a different name? Uncanny X-Men or something? I'm trying to remember. Uncanny X-Men. Yep, that's right. There we go. Fester, Shadow the Ninja. Yeah. Bubble Bobble, maybe? We'll check that one too. Luke, I talked about it earlier. Yes, thank you for that cartridge. I gave you credit. I don't think this is going to work. It's barely any pattern at all. You said Bubble Bobble? Yeah, this is not going to do it. There's like no pattern at all. What are you talking about? You're crazy. All right. That's not going to work. All right. Well, I guess I'm not getting any good suggestions. All right. Crazy rain pattern. Shadow the Ninja. We'll try that one. Vice. Okay. I might check that one too. Oh, yeah, there we go. I see the rain. Let's see what happens with that. Oh, yeah, there it is. It's dropping like crazy. Yep. Well, well, well. Yep, it's dropping like crazy. See what happens if I leave it paused like this where nothing moves. See if it improves. Yep, it stopped dropping. Stopped dropping the frames. All right, well, there you go. Something really strange I didn't expect. Something I got to test, figure out if I'm ever going to do composite capture streaming again. Clearly, it's this computer and this capture. It's just not good for capture and stuff like that. So that's interesting. It's funny because on this computer with this capture card, I've captured, modern games, full 3D stuff, moving, every frame is moving, all kinds of stuff, and haven't had this happen. And it happens when I'm playing John's freaking game. Like, what? It's so bizarre. That is so bizarre. It could just be the capture card itself. I mean, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what to think. It's very strange. Yeah. It's more than likely the capture card, not OBS or PC. It's got to be related to the composite video, the way it's handling composite video. Because like I said, I've captured full 1080p, 60 frames per second, 3D games on all the, Xbox, PlayStation, my PC. This hasn't happened with those, but it's happening with composite video capture. Very bizarre. We all learned something today. What did we learn today? Composite sucks? Yeah, that's what I learned. I knew that already, though. So your card is acted up before. Did you power cycle it? Yeah, I did, actually. I just did. Time to open up the wallet and upgrade. Yeah, I guess that's the solution. I don't know. Tricom, he wanted an apology. Leave it to a damn NES game to screw it up. Well, I think what this means is I probably won't be doing composite capture, composite streams anymore until I can figure this out. But everything else seems to be fine, whether I'm doing Nintendo Switch or my PC or my Evercade or the Xboxes. They seem to not have this problem. And when I play NES games, as long as I'm doing my RGB modded top loader, I haven't had this problem. So it's funny because like a long time ago, I mean, I used to do nothing but composite capturing. And I don't remember this being a problem back then, but maybe I was using a lot lower settings. Maybe there was something else that I was doing that was different. I really don't know. It's Mike's Gaming's gal's fault. Yeah, probably so. What is your capture card? Mine only supports HDMI. Well, the capture card itself is HDMI, but you know, I'm using my RetroTink to convert the signal from composite to HDMI for the capture. This is my old RetroTink though. This is the old one. But yeah, I don't know. What is this link here? Oh. Wow, that's an expensive capture card. Yeah, I've got an AverMedia capture device in my other setup. And this one is one that I got off of Amazon. Like I said, I haven't had problems. This is something that hasn't come up over here before. At least not to this extent. But anyway, thanks, guys. I'm definitely not spending any more money on capture devices. I mean, if it came to that, where I was going to have to spend another $184 or whatever for capture devices, I would just quit. I would just quit YouTube. I'm not doing it anymore. I've put enough money into everything. So that's not something I'm worried about. I'll figure out what I'm going to do and what's possible with my streams and get this worked out. But anyway, thanks for helping, guys. Thanks for watching me struggle with whatever the hell's going on. I appreciate you being here to hang out with me. I'm going to go. Pretty frustrated. Just want to go get off of here for right now. And I'll catch you guys later. Y'all take care.